regardless of the macro outlook, tech is the good investment option over the next 2 to 3 years. So where are you seeing the best opportunities right now, aside from the ones that you've already mentioned?
Right. Yeah. So like I said, large cap tech is looking interesting. Mid cap tech is looking interesting. I mean, there are some names out there that are pretty compelling because there's a lot of great companies that got way overvalued in the pandemic, and now they've come back down into very reasonable and sometimes discounted valuation territory, and you got to buy that dip. So I like that category of mid to large cap tech stocks. Very high gross margin, looking at software businesses a lot of times. So I'm looking for 80% plus gross margins, looking for firms that are free cash flow positive, like very just solid financial fundamentals, sticky businesses, lots of annually recurring revenue streams, high customer retention rates, like just very solid financial fundamentals. Those stocks have SaaS stocks, high quality SaaS stocks, have been forever overvalued. Now they're not. So take advantage of that. So I really like the opportunity there. And we've talked about the big three kind of themes that I had for 23. Still remain very bullish on it. I think the robotics narrative it's going to be huge. So I have a little anecdote for you. Halloween night. That was last night, right? Halloween night. Halloween night is the busiest night of the year for Domino's Pizza. Didn't know that until last night, but I learned it very quickly because I went in there to grab a pizza that I had ordered 30 minutes prior that they said was ready. I went in there and they said, "Oh, busiest night of the year. Sorry. It's not even on our docket yet. Like you're way down. You're not even on our screen for us to start making it yet." And I was like, "Okay, so how long is it going to be?" Like, "Oh, give us another 30 minutes." And I said, "Okay." Got in my car, went home, came back down 30 minutes later. "Hey, picking up a pizza for Luke Lango. You guys got it ready yet?" "Oh, no, dude, you're still not on the docket. I mean, we got so many orders here." And they're like, I'm like, "Okay, how much longer do I have to wait?" Like probably another 45, 50 minutes, honestly. And I was like, "Wait, it was just 30 minutes ago. And now it's 40. So like, it should have been like an hour 15. Like what's going on here?" And they're like, "Oh, dude, it's the busiest night of the year for us. We have a huge labor shortage. Like just look at the sign." And I should have read the sign right next to where my face was, me the dummy, looking over the sign. "Oh, Halloween is our busiest night of the year, and we are experiencing a severe labor shortage. Sorry for your long wait times, but thank you for your patience. Domino's Pizza." I was like, "Oh, okay." And normally I'm the type of guy that I try not to get angry at things like that, but sometimes I do. But I looked at that sign, I heard him say labor shortage, and I actually deep down I was kind of like, you know what? I would wait 5 hours for this pizza because this is exactly why this shows me that one of my central investment themes is 100% true. That we need labor automation in blue collar jobs. We need labor automation for pizza making. We need labor automation for delivery driving. We need labor automation for truck driving. We need labor automation for warehouses. We need labor automation for construction. I mean, think about the housing shortage. We've talked about this before. Home prices are falling, yes, but they are barely falling relative to how much they rose during the pandemic. And they're not going to fall that much because there is simply not enough homes in the market. And that's because we don't have enough people to make those homes. We need automation to solve the housing crisis. We need automation so I can get my pizza on Halloween night. We need automation in this world. I know it's a joke. I know I'm laughing about it too, but it is a microcosm of the reality we live in. The reality we live in is we had a labor market that got massively bifurcated. We told kids you can make $200,000 a year typing away at a computer, going to work for Facebook, going to work for Google, going to work for Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so they all became software engineers. They all became coders. Everybody stopped becoming hardware people. Everybody stopped wanting to work in construction. No, everybody thought they were above waiting in restaurants. Everybody thought they were above delivering pizzas. Everybody thought they were above that stuff. And so they shot for the $200,000 jobs, and a lot of them got it. But the reality is what happened is now we have a bifurcated labor market where we have a surplus of people that can code and a dearth of people that can do, real work with your hands, landscaping, construction, all that stuff. There is a massive shortage everywhere. Every restaurant you'll go to right now, I bet there will be a "we're hiring" sign outside. Yet, Elon Musk is about to lay off 75% of Twitter employees. Bifurcation. They're juxtaposed with one another. It's wild to me how that's happening. And I think what is going to happen on the big tech side is Elon's going to come in. He's going to fire 75% of Twitter. He's going to still grow the business. And that's just going to show the rest of the world, wow, there's a lot of dead weight in big tech companies that, Meta can probably let go of a lot of people. Apple can probably let go of a lot of people. Netflix can probably let go of a lot of people. Amazon can probably let go of a lot of people. Alphabet can probably let go of a lot of people. That Elon Musk coming in and shaking things up from a OpEx perspective, an employee-based perspective, is going to show the world how much coasting and dead weight there was in big tech companies. And then that's going to make the whole labor situation so much worse, because then these people who are coasting over here, then they're going to get let off, and then we're still going to have this massive labor shortage over there. You think somebody's going to go from, programming at Google for $250,000 a year to making pizzas? Probably not. So that's still not going to fix the problem. It's going to make it worse. So what we need, the only way to fix this problem, is to get robots in Domino's making pizzas, is to get robots in cars delivering pizzas, is to get robots in warehouses packaging desorting inbound parcels and resorting outbound parcels. That's how we fix this problem. I'm very impassioned about this because I really think it's a huge problem for society. I think we are on the cusp of a very big problem. Now, the biggest thing in here, we talked about it last week, is that, okay, let's think about this long term, real big picture. People aren't having kids. Population's declining in developed economies. That means the labor market's going to shrink. We already have a labor shortage on the low level blue collar America work. We shrink the labor pool. That shortage gets bigger. So there's no influx of workers coming in here to fix that hole. There is no solution. I repeat, there is no solution to the labor shortage outside of automation. So this whole narrative of robots are coming to take our jobs. No, robots are coming to allow society to keep functioning at the level it's functioning at today. Because without them, we won't be able to. We just won't. So I think that is a very powerful investment theme. Is it going to take off in 2023? I mean, I think the stocks will do well in 2023 because, hey, they're long duration assets. But long term, 5-10 years, robotic stocks are where you want to be. This is a huge idea. There's a lot of potential, a lot of economic potential. You want to be in these stocks. And so I'm very bullish on all of our robotics automation stocks. I think those things are going to be big time winners. Man, I got sidetracked there. What was the first question that you asked me anyways?
The tech opportunities you're seeing right now.
Right. And then I got into automation and robotics. Yeah. Right. So I do like climate tech for 23. I think climate tech is going to be very, very strong. We've seen a bunch of solar companies report earnings this quarter. They've pretty much all been fantastic. Double beats and raises, accelerating revenue growth, expanding margins. The supply chain issues are improving. Demand remains very, very strong. A lot of new demand tailwinds because of the Inflation Reduction Act. So you're seeing very strong tailwinds in the climate tech space. So I would remain very long those stocks. Energy storage, I think, is really coming into its own. Really like those stocks. That's sort of the wheelhouse that we're in. I would say robotics, climate tech as kind of themes for 23. And then as an investment strategy, just kind of looking out at really high quality stocks that have perpetually been overvalued, that have now come crashing down and are actually discounted now. Start thinking about those names. It's time to start getting aggressive on those names. So that's where our strategy is. That's how we're thinking about the markets. And honestly, we're very, very excited to be in the market today with those opportunities. We think the next 12, 24, 36 months are going to be, fantastic. So, yeah.
Thanks for watching HGI Clips. For the full episode, head on over to our sister channel at Hypergrowth Investing by clicking the link in the description, or listen to the podcast on any of your favorite streaming platforms. We make new episodes every Wednesday, so make sure to check it out and subscribe to never miss any of Luke's Hypergrowth insights.